Hey there, Salem fans. Let's dive right into the Days of Our Lives spoilers for Wednesday, August 26, because this episode is gearing up to be an absolute emotional roller coaster. We are dealing with the devastating aftermath of Lexie Carver's tragic fate, and the ripple effects are tearing through the canvas. Let's be real for a second. I am still furious with the writers for bringing Lexie back just to rip her away from Abe and Theo all over again. It is incredibly cruel, but the performances we are getting out of James Reynolds and Tyler Joseph Andrews are nothing short of Emmy-worthy. On Wednesday, we are going to see Roman Brady stepping up in a massive way for his longtime best friend, Abe. Roman is the ultimate patriarch, and seeing him support Abe through this nightmare is giving me all the nostalgic feels. These two men have a brotherhood forged through decades of working together at the Salem PD. Roman knows exactly how completely shattered Abe is right now, so he takes the reins to organize a memorial for Lexie at the Brady Pub. Roman is doing everything in his power to make Abe's life just a little bit easier during this horrific time. But here's the kicker that is going to cause a massive explosion. EJ DiMera. Will EJ be allowed to attend this memorial? We all know that Abe absolutely despises EJ right now. Abe literally kicked EJ out of Lexie's hospital room earlier this summer, blaming his twisted god-playing Versavix experiments for Lexie's second death. But here's the twisted irony of it all. Lexie made it crystal clear before she passed that she did not blame her brother. She forgave him. She knew EJ resurrected her out of a desperate, twisted sense of family loyalty. I honestly think EJ is going to show up to the pub, and it is going to be incredibly tense. EJ's psychology right now is fascinating. He is an arrogant monster who is slowly morphing into his father, Stefano, but losing Lexie has genuinely broken something inside of him. If Abe tries to throw EJ out of the memorial, EJ might just stand his ground, citing Lexie's forgiveness. Can you imagine the shouting match? I am completely on Abe's side here, but you have to admit, the dramatic tension of EJ crashing the memorial is peak soap opera gold. Now, let's pivot to the absolute train wreck that is Stephanie, Alex, and Joy. You guys, I cannot stand how easily Alex is being manipulated, and I am equally frustrated with Stephanie's complete inability to communicate. On Wednesday, Stephanie is going to reach her absolute breaking point. She witnesses a deeply intimate moment where Alex is hugging Joy. What Stephanie doesn't know, because she never waits for the actual context, is that Joy just received some terrible medical news regarding the severe hand pain she's been suffering from since her car crash. Alex is just comforting the mother of his child. But Stephanie's brain doesn't process logic right now. She is still suffering from severe, untreated PTSD from the Owen Kent kidnapping. Remember, this is the same woman who blindly fired a loaded gun at Joy inside her apartment just a few weeks ago. Stephanie is paranoid, exhausted, and feeling entirely replaced by Joy and baby Kelsey. So she marches up to Alex and drops a massive bomb. We can't keep doing this anymore. Alex is going to be completely blindsided. He literally asks her, "What are you saying?" Because he genuinely believes he is just balancing his marriage and his new daughter. Alex is an idiot, plain and simple. He is completely blind to how Joy is weaponizing this baby to steal him away and secure a piece of the Kiriaki's fortune. Joy is a master manipulator playing the long game, and Alex is walking right into her trap. Instead of sitting down and having a rational conversation with her husband, Stephanie runs off and leans on Theo Carver. Yes, you heard that right. Theo is currently drowning in his own agonizing grief over losing his mother. He is a broken man right now. So, you have two incredibly fragile, emotionally shattered people finding solace in each other. Spoilers hint that Stephanie and Theo are going to start drinking together to numb their respective pain. Are they going to cross a line? I am betting my bottom dollar they will. Grief and alcohol are a lethal combination in Salem. If Stephanie and Theo sleep together, it is going to blow up the entire canvas. It would destroy Alex, ruin Theo's budding relationship with Jada, and give Joy the ultimate victory she's been scheming for. I hate to say it, but Stephanie is self-sabotaging her entire life right now. Speaking of Jada, she and Sean Brady are finally out of the friend zone and enjoying a romantic night out on the town. These two have such great chemistry, and it's about time Sean found some happiness after all the misery he's been through. but this is days of our lives, meaning their happy day is probably going to get derailed. I have a strong prediction that Jada and Sean are going to spot Stephanie and Theo looking incredibly cozy and acting shady. Jada's a detective. She reads people for a living. If she sees her best friend Stephanie crossing a dangerous line with Theo, Jada's going to be thrown into a massive moral dilemma. Does she tell Alex? Does she confront Stephanie? Meanwhile, let's talk about the incredibly creepy and fascinating dynamic between Kat Green and EJ. Kat recently underwent a hypnosis session with Marlena Evans, and she unlocked a massive, crucial memory from her time with EJ at that secretive hospital in Italy. On Wednesday, Kat is going to subtly sound out EJ, trying to confirm if this memory is real. But there is a huge roadblock. EJ's memory of his time recovering from his severe burns is practically non-existent. He remembers almost nothing from the clinic, and Kat's probing is going to frustrate him to no end. Why is EJ's memory blocked? If we look back at the history of the DiMera family, Stefano loved using mind control chips and intense psychological conditioning. What if EJ's memories weren't just lost to trauma, but intentionally erased? And what exactly did Kat remember? We know she was reading Wuthering Heights to him, a book about a deeply toxic, obsessive romance. I think Kat is realizing that she didn't just infiltrate the hospital as an ISA agent. I think she actually fell in love with EJ while he was in that coma, and she is terrified of those feelings resurfacing. The chemistry between Annalyn McCord and Dan Feuerreigel is off the charts, and this twisted game of cat and mouse is my favorite storyline right now. Finally, let's check in on Marlena, who is currently losing her mind with worry over Belle. Belle and Chad are planning to fly to Italy to investigate the sinister clues left behind by Stefano's haunted chess set. Marlena is terrified, and frankly, she has every right to be. Whenever Stefano DiMera leaves a puzzle from beyond the grave, it is designed to destroy lives. We already know the pawn piece is missing, along with that cryptic 1,000 lira note. Let's do a quick history lesson. John Black was originally brought to Salem as Stefano's brainwashed assassin, literally called the Pawn. Stefano is obsessed with Marlena, his queen of the night. I am 100% convinced that Stefano has set a trap in Italy specifically designed to target Belle. Stefano knows that the easiest way to torture Marlena and John is to hurt their daughter. Marlena is going to beg Belle not to go, but Belle is stubborn as ever. She and Chad are walking straight into the Phoenix's flames, and I am terrified that they are going to uncover a new sleeper agent, or worse, that Belle herself might be targeted for DiMera brainwashing. The legacy of Stefano DiMera never truly dies, and this chess set mystery is proving to be one of the most brilliant, terrifying callbacks to the 1980s glory days of the show.